This is Oswald Joe, aka Big Daddy Joe. And this piece I'm going to do for you is my famous piece called Tingling Feeling. When that tingling feeling ease up on me, easily interrupting anything that I might be thinking currently, with a current of images and a rush of electricity that's surging through my cable, I'm barely able to walk straight or talk straight in this mental state, with elevated levels of testosterone that hijack my hormones, trying to crash land my plane into her pentagon. Common sense went and gone ever since I get turned on like a leaky pipe, running all night, wasting water, when my reservoir bound to run low, but I can't seem to control the flow of adrenaline, and the tingling in my bones ringing like a school bell calling me into class. And for once I want to pass this exam with flying colors, so I bung it to sit in the front row, and I don't care if I repeat the year, the minute, or the hour. This lesson so sweet it could never turn sour. But wait, was I too quick to pick that berry from the tree of life? Should I have let it mature some more before I read it? Man, I wish I had the strength to save it till it was ready, instead of getting on like it in a tizzy. Giddy yet gone, but I could have keep it on. But what's done is done, and I know I cannot reverse time. Even though I cannot rewind, I could have come off and fast forward. But it feels so awkward when you know you should be going in one direction, and all the songs that they playing on the radio and the television send you in another direction. I know you don't have to listen to them, but geez darn, when that tingling feeling ease up on me, easily interrupting anything that I might be thinking currently, with a current of images and a rush of electricity surging through my cable, now I'm barely able to think straight, and all I studying is daggering. It is just staggering how it takes over my mind. Intelligence get washed aside, common sense get pushed away in the tide of hype, and it's now like I'm hypnotized by these guys on the radio and the TV, and they send me on a mission. Should I choose to accept it? To find that bumper and wreck it? But it's my fault if I don't check it. I didn't expect this to be this complicated. If I didn't know, maybe I would have waited. But I didn't know, because I heard all the warnings that were stated. And from the time I was 6, I learned how babies were created. And also I learned that hard days you want here, you must take your licks. Only way you're gonna feel, especially if you feel that they say it can happen to you, and you rip and go through without thinking, you might find yourself sinking faster than a rubber boat with a hole unless you can hold straight. Use your brain. Stop and think. Stop and think again. Train yourself to be the master of your emotion and urges, instead of a cheap slave that cheap slave can purchase. See below the surface of that superficial pleasure and artificial treasure. Measure the worth by how close it brings you to your goals, if you have any. Many of us don't. We never really stop and think what is it that we want out of life, so we won't get it. I guess this is why we don't protect it, the wicked. We just want to stick it in every chance we get. A half hour of pleasure could lead to a lifetime of regret. Now the whole program offset. But the one who respects his goal do not want to step off the road to success. So he learns how to subdue, if not suppress, desire that will cause him to digress. Always on the alert to avoid traps that little boys and girls fall into when their minds are not fully mature. Minds that are full of manure and are in the gutter will get no further than the floor, but up to the ceiling for those that find the cure for controlling that tingling feeling that ease up on me, easily interrupting anything that I might be thinking currently, with a current of images and a rush of electricity surging through my cable. But it can't knock me off my pedestal. I balance on my bicycle and pedal like Barry Ford. You might distract me for a while, but quickly my focus is restored. I can't be bothered with the rest. I'm worth too much to be worthless. And you can have this like Suki King. Whatever you're dishing out, I ain't eating. Unless what you're serving up is something righteous and nutritious and building up my mind, body, and spirit in my best interest. If it's just for the pleasure of the flesh, I ain't interested. I need more. I know the market might look hot, and you might get caught and purchase bad stock. And now you're stuck between a hard place and a rock. But learn from your past mistakes. Good thing the good Lord give me a break. I know the repercussions, they're not so great. So now I learn how to wait. When that tingling feeling ease up on me, easily interrupting anything that I might be thinking currently, with a current of images and a rush of electricity that's surging through my cable. I do like light and power and black out. Back out of the situation if it's too hot to handle. Light a candle. Cause when the sexy seductive power of darkness strike, I know they can't out my light.